What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with the next episode of Suits, Season 1, Episode 8. Let's get into it, shall we?
Lucille, looking good.
Tell me you got good news.
I do. Harvey pulled some strings at the
Oh, it's
bank.
that one lady.
Good to see you, Harvey. I figured you was allergic to manual labor.
I'll get my hands dirty if I have to, but I believe charity begins at home.
Based on that Rolex you wear, I'd say that your favorite cause is doing pretty good.
We're gonna need your signature here.
Oh, 15% interest.
Get worried about stable shelter solvency.
If you don't recover the money that Anthony Maslow embezzled from us, these projects goes dark. You got a spare room or two for a couple thousand families in your condo.
Harvey's deposing Ellie at Perkins this afternoon.
He's going to give up his boss. That's a promise. Excuse me.
Maslow spent $500 a night on doggy daycare on his trip to Greece.
Greece.
What? Tell me.
500 a night.
My first time was in Greece. God, you're picturing that right now.
I have no choice. I'm a visual person.
Oh, go away.
You two are really adorable. We're 48 hours from trial, and you're gossiping like two 12-year-olds. Listen up. Lucille Jackson's not just the head of Stable Shelter. She also sits on the board of directors of several of our largest clients.
In my office. Bring the Clarity Drilling IPO. Jerome Jensen's here. Come on.
Lucille's case is all hands on deck, Harvey.
I can, and I am.
I thought we were working on this together.
Yeah, we are, Lewis. Same way a golfer and his caddy work together.
We are deposing Elliot Perkins in 15 minutes.
Make sure that my 9-iron is nice and shiny when I get there.
Oh, my God.
Jerome Jensen, meet Mike Ross.
Looks like my daughter might be getting into some trouble.
What's Lola doing with the fake ID?
That's what I hope you can find out.
Any idea what it's about?
My relationship with Lola's been rocky. Truth is, I don't need to know. I just need you to take care of it.
What the hell is Harvey doing? He's supposed to be deposing Elliot Perkins.
Don't even try it, Lewis.
I am a humpback whale, and you, phytoplankton.
June 3rd, 1997.
What was
That date
that?
means nothing to me.
What?
Does Harvey know?
He can.
I was not here. Perkins, do you sleep well at night? Of course you do. And by contrast, thousands of families are going to be sleeping on the streets because of the money that you stole. Money was embezzled.
You please warn Mr. Perkins of the penalties of perjury.
Look, I'm not aware of any perjury.
$20 million.
Are you kidding me? That transaction was legitimate.
You're going to be disgraced.
Bro looks
Your
like
wife,
he's
your whole family.
stressed.
And that transaction had nothing to do with the firm.
This a deposition or an
This is
inquisition?
ridiculous. I can show you the record.
Lewis,
I need a glass of water, please.
You can't get any water.
you give up Maslow now.
And this all stops.
My client needs a break. Continue this in 10 minutes.
She looks so sweet. Less girl next door, more girl with a dragon tattoo. I need you to look into Jerome's daughter.
Why didn't you just hire a private investigator?
I'm not just a lawyer to Jerome. I'm more like Robert Duvall, the Godfather. His consigliere.
If you're his Robert Duvall, you're coming to me, so technically I'm your Robert Duvall.
You're my Fredo.
Fredo? No.
What the hell happened to Perkins?
Yeah,
Ask that pit bull of yours.
Can I call you right back? Okay, bye.
that BP was...
Perkins just got wheeled out on a stretcher. What were you thinking starting that deposition without me?
I don't know, maybe if you were doing your job.
No. From Geller, Perkins wasn't faking anything. Our best chance to nail Anthony Maslow's dead.
He died. Oh, shit.
Blew off the deposition, so I was just picking up the slack.
It was a tactic.
Well, I believe I made him sweat and then some.
Actually proud of what you did?
Whatever happened to that guy was a result of his own guilt.
Losing Perkins is a complication. We're just gonna have to work harder to unearth Maslow's money trail. Cause of death was a pulmonary embolism. It was nothing you did.
Would it be okay if I took the credit?
Lewis, I need to have a word with Harvey.
Lewis, my guy.
Financial crime is that man's forte. He overstepped his rank. But I'm not about to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Lewis is the bathwater.
Believe it or not, you can be a real pain in the ass to work with, too.
Oh, I get along with me just fine.
You need to figure out how to collaborate with Lewis.
The name on Lola Jensen's fake ID belongs to an assistant controller at Clarity Drilling.
You telling me this why?
You wanted me to look into it.
I didn't ask you to explain the problem to me. I asked you to fix it for me.
Did Lewis really kill a guy?
Is that what the associate rumor mill's been churning out?
Actually, I think he started.
Yeah, he also claims to be 6'2" with a full head of hair.
Lewis with hair. That's good.
How'd you get past Donna? You waited till she peed, didn't you?
I mean, the woman retains water like a camel. I see that the greatest band of all time is conspicuously absent.
Who would that be, Lewis?
I don't know, a little British band called Queen.
You know, real musician, they don't wear eyeliner.
Why don't you tell that to the artist formerly known as Prince, who's once again named Prince?
What do you want, Lewis?
Now that we're working together, we should set some ground rules.
First rule, never touch my records or anything else in this office.
Fine.
That includes the furniture.
Never even noticed all those records. Those
I'm trying
always
to build
been
a
there.
rapport with you. I mean, I think a relationship needs a little work.
Let's hold off the couples counseling until our 5th anniversary. Maslow's lawyer moved to push up the trial.
Well, I say we bluff. I mean, Perkins implicated Maslow the minute his lawyer walked out of the room.
It's hearsay, Lewis.
Not if it's a deathbed confession. While Geller was making the 911 call, I had a little conversation with Perkins.
So you want to lie about what Perkins said?
Well, what's your brilliant solution?
I have another witness in mind.
I get Anthony Maslow across that table, you know I'll break him.
We need to hold off on any meeting.
I just want to know why
That's
that's...
final, Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis.
Question, why would someone named Lola Jensen ever want to be known as Mildred Wisniewski?
Who are you?
My name's Mike Ross, I'm a lawyer.
I guess. Pearson Hardman?
Yep.
Forging a government document like this is next to impossible.
God, there must have been a glitch at the DMV. Why'd you come here?
Your father came to us because he's worried about you.
You wouldn't have sent an empty suit.
Ooh.
You don't know anything about me. I know that you use this ID to funnel payments to some fake company that you set up, Loxley LLC. You're stealing money from your father's company. A couple million so far. I don't need to know why, but I do need you to return it now.
What is she
Actually, you do need to know why. This is groundwater from Clarity's fracking operation.
Not the
It's got
fracking.
elevated levels of dibutoxyethanol. This compares samples taken pre-drilling to levels taken last week.
That's classified company data.
I'm good with computers.
Loxley LLC is in Robin Hood.
Toxins are known to cause kidney failure, liver cancer, and infertility. But the settlement
Okay,
that your
Aaron
firm negotiated with the
Brockovich,
victim-
shut.
It doesn't matter. Committing a very serious crime.
Threaten all you want. There's no way that my father's gonna let this go public right before his IPO. I'm not giving the money back. I'm giving it away.
In terms of living relatives, I didn't find anything. When I looked into the estates of relatives who passed away, the holding was originally in the name of the aunt. Your theory on Perkins is right.
Harvey, what are you doing? Rachel's services are under my purview.
Sorry, I'm gonna change that.
Anthony Maslow and his attorney are in the conference room.
At whose invitation?
Oh, what, you think I called him? I didn't.
Then Maslow feels he has an advantage, and he's pressing it.
Hey, fellas, thanks for meeting us on such short notice.
Let's get to the point. Without Perkins, you don't have a case.
This report summarizes an internal investigation we conducted.
It's hard evidence. Fraudulent investments and fake losses perpetrated by Perkins.
He betrayed me just as much as the investors.
We found an offshore account worth $20 million.
Lucille Jackson trusted you to manage a $150 million endowment. Perkins takes 20. Where the hell is the rest of it?
We'd like to offer a settlement. 15 million.
10 cents on the dollar, that's a slap in the face.
Investments carry risk. You want a risk-free return, buy treasury bills. I don't know, hide your money under the mattress.
While you were writing the great American novel, I've been checking facts. 20 million that Perkins had overseas was legitimate. He was innocent. The money your firm embezzled is still out there.
A bridge loan means she's desperate.
Our offer is non-negotiable.
I won't accept this offer today or a year from now. Now, since you've all invited yourselves over, feel free to see yourselves out.
You attack me for wanting to lie about Perkins, and then you turn around and do the same exact thing.
I wasn't lying.
What are you saying to me?
What did he just
Harvey,
say?
what the hell are you saying to me? That Perkins had no involvement whatsoever?
He was innocent.
And you killed him, Lewis.
It's no surprise that Maslow lowballed us. I'm just passing along this offer as a formality.
$15 million is not insignificant.
We have to strengthen our hand.
All right, here's my problem. We go to trial, jury awards, it's a settlement, Maslow appeals. It's 3 years before I see any money, and my foundation's long gone by then.
I'm not gonna let Maslow pocket the lion's share of your endowment.
We're gonna forego our usual fee and return to you the money you've already paid.
I grew up sleeping in my mama's car, and one thing I realized is that every penny matters. So thank you. What you gonna do?
Perkins may have been innocent, but he was still Maslow's direct report. I'm gonna find out what he knew.
Your job is to verify every detail of Maslow's internal investigation.
This says Perkins acted alone.
Oh, he's the perfect scapegoat. He can't defend himself. You want to go to the bathroom? You don't bother coming back.
Damn.
By the way, that goes for personal phone calls, emails, and texts. If you find anything, I'll be in my office.
Lewis, I'm still working on Harvey's case. Well, Harvey explicitly told me
I
that.
don't care if a burning bush told you, Mike. The only commandments you need to focus on right now come from me.
There's something wrong with Lewis.
That's not my problem.
I answered to Harvey. Harvey,
He
You
is.
solved Jerome's problem yet?
but I need your corporate card first.
What for?
I thought you didn't want me to explain it to you.
You're right. I don't.
Okay. It's killing you not knowing what I'm going to use this for, isn't it?
Nope.
Please let me tell you.
If you bring that back to me and it smells like stripper, you're fired.
I don't go to places like that.
Get to send someone? You can just call me.
If you wanted this to be private, you should have just robbed me. I had to involve other people.
Why don't we take a seat?
Why
I
are
think
you
that we could
here?
probably-
I want to tell you my side of things. I'm not proud of the fact that we contaminated people's water, but we apologized, implemented safeguards, negotiated a payout that was more than generous.
You are lying to yourself.
Keep this civil.
No,
You know,
she's
start-
right. It's true. I am lying to myself. I thought this was a phase that would pass. but
server.
The truth is, I raised a thief.
My research is making the planet more habitable. You are making money destroying.
You have no respect for me, that's fine. But at least respect the workers. You're stealing from them too.
Arrest me.
Seems we've gotten
You
off
know
the wrong
what?
foot, and I'm
It's
just...
the same story as always, Dad. You duck your responsibility.
Lola!
What if I paid the company back with my own money?
Would make you a conspirator.
I'm not turning my daughter into the police.
Well, the good news is she hasn't distributed the money.
The money is irrelevant. I came to Pearson Hardman to take care of this. Instead, my daughter and I are further apart than ever.
I can't imagine how hard it is right now.
People are saying the most horrible things about Elliot. They must think I've gone deaf.
Anthony Maslow has been dragging your husband's name through the mud to make him a scapegoat. I'm here to help.
You work for the other side.
For a charitable organization that had all its money stolen. I'm on the other side of Anthony Maslow, and I don't want to see his memory painted with the same brush.
What would I have to do?
This isn't the time or the
No,
place.
it's okay. What would I have to do?
I'd like to know everything Elliot has ever told you about Maslow. Any details would help.
Mrs. Perkins, I'm Louis Litt. I'm going to do whatever it takes to clear your husband's name.
His name? My husband would be alive if it weren't for you.
We don't know that.
I know what happened in that room.
At the time, we didn't have all the facts. Well, now we do.
I can't believe that you have the audacity to come here. I don't ever want to see your face again. And you could forget about me helping you.
What the hell are you doing?
I was deposing the widow, just like you.
I came here to pay my respects, not aggravate a grieving woman.
I brought flour.
You just cost us a potential witness.
Lewis is
Oh,
fucking...
really? Maybe if you shared your game plan with me.
He
I'm
sucks.
saying that you shared your game plan with me? How
What
do you
does he
expect her
do?
to react to seeing you? You need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
And find us a new witness.
Bitch. I don't like him.
Lola.
Wanted to apologize for earlier today. Can I come in?
How do you know where he lives?
Yeah, of course.
He's good
Nice
at
gesture.
computers.
Botanical Gardens?
Yeah, you said it was a pretty special place for you guys.
It was. And then he became CEO. Not here to reminisce. I must say, I was really impressed you figured out what I was doing. Especially since you're not even a real lawyer.
Ooh.
What are you talking about?
I accessed Harvard Law School's alumni directory. No record of Mike Ross at all.
Dean's office was supposed to fix that. They put my name wrong in the system.
I checked your social security number against the database. Here's the deal. Leave me alone or I expose you.
Fuck.
You don't really seem that worried about this.
Threats like hers are a tactic. They distract you from what you're supposed to be doing.
What we should be doing is backing the hell off.
And how would that go? Jerome, you came to us with a problem. Your daughter stole $2 million from your company. Conclusion is you're shit out of luck.
I don't really care. All I care about is my life and keeping our secret.
I told you, it's a distraction. She won't pull that trigger. Why do you think she hasn't distributed that money yet? Why do you think Jerome doesn't want us to go to the police? It's because they both want to bury the hatchet. And if any of that stuff happens, they can't.
Then what?
Figure out a way to make them reconcile. It's easy.
It's easy.
Inez, right? Louis Litt.
I know who you are.
Is this what you do? Clean up his dirty laundry?
Leave me alone.
You know, you have your whole career ahead of you. When Maslow goes down, no one's gonna hire you.
I can't help you.
In my experience, people respond to two things, the carrot and the stick. Now, I prefer the stick. If you do not help me, I will devote my considerable expertise to sticking it to you.
The same way you stuck it to Perkins.
Ooh.
Inez, stop. Let's go with the carrot.
Inez, Harvey Specter, I appreciate you coming forward.
I should have done it sooner.
What changed?
I can't be a part of a company like that anymore.
Are you ready to testify against Anthony Maslow in open court?
I am.
I assumed you've documented his malfeasance, because otherwise it's he said, she said.
The entire paper trail, from the beginning all the way to last week.
Harvey asked me to fix this problem with Lola, but I can't. Because your daughter's not the problem, Mr. Jensen. You are.
Are you trying to get fired?
I'm not. I'm your attorney. It's my job to give you advice, but you're her father. It's your job to raise her. But there's
How
not
old
a
is
lawyer
she?
in the city that can do that job for you.
Please don't lecture me.
I think the time for raising
Mr. Jensen, I had a
is
difficult relationship with my father.
over.
Lola wants to forgive you, but she needs you to take the first step.
We went to lunch, and you saw how well that worked out. My daughter's not a child. She's an adult.
Right.
She made these choices.
You just found a way.
You're my lawyer. This is a legal problem. My daughter brought this on herself. Now, I desperately do not want her to go to prison. If she doesn't return the money, she will.
Where's Maslow? He was afraid to face us himself?
What do you want?
We know about your entire scheme.
What scheme? Scheme where Maslow's laundering money through Dubai.
How do you know about Dubai?
We cultivated another source.
What kind of settlement are you looking for?
One that includes punitive damages?
Send Inez in here, please.
I don't think you'll find her at her desk.
Why not?
Because she agreed to testify for us.
I doubt that. When your colleague approached her, she came straight to us.
He even tried to bribe me. He said he'd get me a job as an assistant to Jessica Pearson.
Everything she told you was a complete fabrication. There is no Dubai. I seem to recall you mentioning something about penalties for perjury. Well, the penalty for bribing a witness is just as severe. And we're willing to overlook that indiscretion if you convince your client to take our settlement, well, our revised settlement offer.
Revised?
Yes, exactly half of what it was before.
Lewis, fucking.
What the hell were you thinking? You didn't think to look into her story?
No, did you look into it?
You were the one who brought her in. I assumed you had. Any halfway decent lawyer would.
I was under strict instructions from my golf pro to get another witness.
Not bribe one.
That's enough. For the threat against Lewis, no money changed hands.
He brought your name into it. Now you're exposed because of what he did.
She's not gonna work for a junior partner.
So you tried to bribe her?
No, it wasn't a bribe, Jessica. It was an incentive. I thought she'd be more likely to talk if she wasn't worried about being fired.
I want you to go to Maslow and take their offer.
I'm not ready to do that.
I'm not either.
I waived Lucille's fee. She can't afford it, and neither can we.
Give me time. Give it to me without Lewis, and we'll see who can afford it and who can't.
You have until the end of the day. You come up empty, I'm taking the offer to Lucille myself.
Jessica, I went to Perkins' widow.
Not another word.
Ooh!
You try something like that again, and it will be your last day at this firm.
Justifiably so.
You said Jerome wouldn't pull the trigger. You were wrong. He's ready.
I don't have time for that right now.
When the police show up at Lola's doorstep, we're done.
Has she distributed the money yet?
No, she's about
She hasn't, and she won't. What she wants is her daddy's attention. Now sit down with me and let's deal with this.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you tell me what you need?
Maslow was in Liechtenstein the day that Lucille's endowment evaporated.
But maybe he was skiing.
Nobody goes to Liechtenstein for pleasure.
Why don't we subpoena the bank
Where the
records?
fuck
How many
is
banks
that?
can there be?
It's like Switzerland on steroids. We'll never see those records.
What the hell do you want from me then?
What did you just say to me?
I once suggested that we hack Harvard's records to cover my ass, and you laughed at me. And now it turns out that you were wrong, and it's about to cost me my career.
Where are you going?
You told me to fix my case. Why don't you fix yours?
Sassy. Sassy.
Hope you came here to tell me Harvey's backing off.
I wish I could, but he's not.
That's too bad. Such a promising career.
Act like you care about a higher cause, but of all the companies that exist, you chose your dad's.
Really don't need to hear another speech from a wannabe suit.
Do you think I'm your enemy, huh? Well, I'm not. I didn't even come here to talk to you about me or your father. New York, Iowa, Kansas, 40 states that all have housing projects that will vanish if we don't find out information that only you can help us get. If you really care about people the way that you claim to, you're gonna do this first.
Are we close?
Accessing the banks through a server in China, unless you'd rather me use yours.
Take it done.
Done. All right, there's 16 banks in Liechtenstein. None of the accounts is listed under Anthony Maslow.
Find an account with 150 million embezzled from stable shelters on that day.
Harvey, it's time. Unless you have something, I'm calling Lucille to settle.
Jessica, you know how Liechtenstein doesn't respond to subpoenas. I've responded for them. Trust me, we've got everything we need to find Lucille's money.
It's not here.
Sounds like you need more than just another minute. You need another person. Someone whose expertise is financial crime.
No.
Harvey, bring in Lewis, or I'm calling Lucille.
Lewis is so annoying.
Donna, you need to talk to Lewis. He's not in his office.
Norma wouldn't tell you where he is?
Well, she didn't,
You didn't ask her, did you?
she gives me the creeps.
Oh, you're such a wuss.
What did you just say to me?
I think we both know what I just said. Norma, where is he? What? You're kidding.
What?
I come here when I need to be alone.
44 Magnum? Really? Feeling lucky today, punk?
You know, I understand that me pissing the bed on this case must be really, really fun for you.
No, Lewis, it's not. The one thing you and I have in common is we need to win.
I noticed that.
I came here because even after everything, we can win.
No. I can watch while you win.
Lewis, I'm not here to give you shit. I respect you.
I bribed the witness.
You incentivized her.
I went to see Perkins' widow.
To apologize.
I killed a man.
That you thought had it coming. I don't think you heard what I said. I respect you.
You need my help.
Yep.
I wouldn't phrase it exactly like that.
If you need my help, you better phrase it exactly like that.
Okay, you want me to say it? I'll say it. I'm under the gun and I need your help. I've got the information, but you've got the financial expertise to break this case, to put the gun down and go get him.
Okay. First, just stand over there for a second.
Don't push it.
So what was the exact amount of money that was lost?
$152,375,242.18. I'm good with numbers.
Huh. All right, what do you have?
We've compiled a printout of every account that had a deposit made on the day in question.
We are going to focus on these 5 banks.
How can you be sure?
Watch this. These 4 banks have a history of capitulating to subpoenas, so Maslow would know. These 6 have U.S. corporate parents, which would expose their accounts to federal scrutiny. Maslow would know. And then the one that he's got right there is loan reserves. Its solvency's in question. And there is no way in hell that Maslow would take his stolen money and put it into some shaky bank.
So we can be sure.
Every person who embezzles money, they do it in their own way. But the one thing that they all have in common, they never put all their eggs in one basket. You're going to be looking at a combination of accounts. Maybe across banks, maybe the same bank, but we're definitely looking at more than one account.
Well, how do we figure out which accounts are hit?
All going to add up to the same exact amount of money that was lost from Stable Shelter's account.
Well, how do you know?
What goes out from Lucille had to go into Maslow's.
Simple law of mathematics.
Figure out a combination of accounts that adds up.
$152,375,242.18. I'm good with numbers, too.
Thanks for meeting us on such short notice.
I assumed you're ready to take our offer.
We just have a few questions before we get to any of that.
I'm happy to play.
Have you ever been to Liechtenstein, Mr. Maslow?
You know, I've been to many places, among them Liechtenstein.
Did you open 7 different bank accounts, the amount to exactly the same amount of money that disappeared from Lucille Jackson's endowment fund?
I doubt it. What I don't doubt is that if you trace the money that went into those accounts, you'll find that it came from our corporate offices in Sri Lanka. I mean, I'm happy to show you the records whenever you'd like.
Oh, that's great. Isn't that great? Can you show us the records of the 7 safety deposit boxes that you opened of those same banks the same day?
I don't have to answer that. This isn't a deposition.
It's more of a presentation.
We can make it a deposition.
Or trial.
Up to you.
We have pictures of you entering those banks.
And we have enough to crack their subpoenas.
Just a matter of time, Tony.
All right, what do you want?
Well, it's not about me. It's about Lucille. She wants your head on a stick.
But she'll settle for her money back.
And your resignation.
Damn.
We agree right here. No criminal prosecution.
Done.
If Lucille doesn't get her money back today, nothing's done.
Great. You are back in business. The wire transfer just went.
Girl, you came through.
That is what we do. Harvey, get in here. Lucille wants to thank you in person.
Who's got time for gratitude?
You didn't let me settle, and I appreciate your tenacity.
Truth is, I didn't do this on my own. You met Louis Litt?
D. Wazer, have I told you how valuable you are to this company? Because you're not. Just kidding. Janice, I want you to take the rest of the day off because you're so good. Harold, 9:30, tequila shot. You and me, sharp. Be there.
Luis. What's up?
What were you just doing in there?
What? I was just...
Let me guess, you were cutting me out.
What are you talking about?
The little impromptu meeting you just had with Jessica and Lucille that you conveniently left me out of. I mean, I thought we were teams. This was the start of something, but
Louis?
Now I see the truth all too clearly.
Louis, I was walking by and they called me in.
Just in time to take the credit for what I did.
I didn't do that. Wouldn't even think of doing that. But you know what? You would, and that's your problem right there.
Louis is exhausting.
Got your email about Maslow. Not a bad way for Loxley LLC to go out.
Looks like the firm owes you one.
I think you owe me one.
Whoa. Is this?
The real thing? Yeah. Told the dean's office you lost yours. Happy to oblige for one of their top graduates.
I don't know if you're awesome or terrifying.
Also, I added a layer of protection for you.
I like her though, kinda. Keep her around.
The Harvard Law School alumni database.
It's all there. Your name, class rank, social security number.
You just made me party to a crime, right?
You can always call them up. Report it as a glitch.
Let me guess. Untraceable.
I'm not saying you won't get caught. It won't be because your story doesn't check.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, thank you. Seriously.
You're right.
You wanna go out sometime?
Working things out with my dad. Not the empty suit I thought you were.
Who was that?
Client's daughter.
It's kind of late. What's she doing at the office at this hour?
You know, she was just thanking me.
Thanking you. How'd she do that?
Easily. She bought me 2 plane tickets to Greece.
Not interested.
We leave Tuesday.
Oh man, I love this frickin' show, man. I love Harvey. Louis is annoying, but he's like, it's like fun that he's annoying. Like it's entertaining. He was like unraveling. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was fun, man. I dig it. And now I like that we have some like security with Mike's story, because I was kind of wondering like how fucking long is that gonna go undetected for, you know what I mean? So I dig it. Let me know what y'all thought. See you on the next one. Bye.